We continue to follow our top story this morning. Bombardier workers going on strike at 12:01 this morning.
Unionized employees say they're not happy with the health care provisions in the company's final contract offer. KAKE's Jordan Shefty is live in West Wichita at the picket lines. And Jordan, I see a long line of cars that have been trying to get through there this morning.
That's right, Mike, a long line of cars and a lot of people that are showing up here to partake in the protest. You can see here behind me, they're lining up here at the entrance to the plant, stopping cars as they try to enter, just trying to get their point across. And we've got a little rotation of union members going on right now. We've got new ones coming up to relieve those that were here all night. The strike began at 12:01 this morning. That's when the previous contract ended. Union workers say that they are upset with the proposed health care part of this new contract that was proposed to them. And they say that they'll be out here as long as it takes to get their message across.
The proposal offered to us was inferior. Our negotiating committee rejected it, okay? Our membership rejected by a large part. So we're going to be here every day, one day longer than the company, to let them know till they come back to the table and make it right, there won't be any planes built to this company.
2/3 of the union members voted to begin that strike, and in the proposed contract, it was a 5-year proposed contract that included no raises in the first year and a 1% raise each following year. The employees would retain pension plans, but increases to health care costs would be included. A company spokeswoman says that the strike contingency plan is in effect, and the goal is to continue to keep the production line running as smooth as possible. The union represents 825 workers in Wichita. As you can see here, we showed just a minute ago the cars trying to come into the lot. They're timing. They're stopping each car for 30 seconds. They've got it down on their phone. They're stopping the clock each 30 seconds and keeping cars here. It's caused quite a problem. Take a look at this. You can see the traffic lined up down the road. There's cars backed up. I talked with police officers. They say it's backed up all the way to Pawnee. And if you take a look here across the street, you can see the officers standing here, standing by just to make sure that everything stays under control. I would suggest that if you usually take this route to work, I would suggest to find a different route because, as you can see, you're not getting through anytime soon. Reporting live out in West Wichita, Jordan Shefty, KAKE News.
Jordan, have you seen any drivers getting upset with having to wait?
What was that, Mike?
Well, this is Jamel. Have you seen any drivers out there getting upset because they do have to wait before they go in this morning to work?
Any problem?
I think she's having some audio
said, have there been any cars that have gone through? Most of the cars that are coming down this road are turning here into the plant. So workers are just stopping them, telling them what the message that they're trying to get across, and they're holding signs, blowing whistles, doing anything they can to try and get that message across. Mike and Jamel.
And stay with KAKE News for continuing coverage of the Bombardier strike. We continue to follow our top story this morning. Bombardier workers going on strike just after midnight this morning.
Unionized employees say they are not happy with the health care in the company's final contract offer. KAKE's Jordan Shefty is live in West Wichita at the picket line. And Jordan, how's it going out there now?
Mike and Jamel, as I said, people just continue to arrive here outside of the plant. Members have been out here for about 6 hours now picketing. They're holding signs like these. This one that says, "We built the air capital." And this other one, this is the main issue they have with the proposed contract. The no health care, no insurance, no work. Workers say that the proposed contract did not have an included health care component that they agreed with. So they say that they will continue standing out here as long as it takes. They say that that contract that was proposed was just unacceptable.
The proposal offered to us was inferior. Our negotiating committee rejected it, okay? Our membership rejected by a large part. So we're going to be here every day, one day longer than the company, to let them know till they come back to the table and make it right, there won't be any planes built to this company.
With 2/3 of the union members voting to strike, work stoppage began at 12:01 this morning when the current contract expired. The union workers represent 825 workers here in Wichita. This is the second time in the plant's history that there has been strike outside. And take a look behind me. You could see it in the video. There is just traffic lining up. It goes as far as you can see. And over to the left over here, a number of police cars have been arriving. They're increasing because of the traffic that is growing out here. Right now you can see someone's trying to turn left, and the workers aren't having that. They're stopping everyone, telling them what they think about this proposed contract, and they say they'll be out here as long as it takes. Live in West Wichita, Jordan Shefty, Cake News.
Thanks, Jordan.
We are following several stories this morning.
Just hours ago, the unionized workers at Bombardier Learjet went on strike. Cake's Jordan Shefty is in West Wichita at the picket line. What's the latest, Jordan?
Well, Mike and Jamel, workers have been out here since 12:01 this morning. That's when their previous contract ended. So they're out here trying to make a stand. They say that the proposed contract that was put out to them was not acceptable, that the healthcare aspect was increased in that, and that they're just not going to stand for it. So they're out here. They say they'll stand out here as long as it takes, but them being out here is causing quite an issue with traffic. Take a look down the street. You can see the cars lined up as far as you can see. I talked with police officers. They say it's backed up at least until Pawnee Street, and that I talked with union workers who say that as cars arrive, they say they've been waiting in this line for upwards of an hour and a half. It's causing some drivers to be irritated. Police officers are standing across the street. You can't see them right now because there's cars in the way, but they're standing across the street trying to make sure that everything stays under control. We're live out in West Wichita. Jordan Shefty, Cake News.
Okay, thanks, Jordan. We continue to follow our top story this morning. Bombardier workers going on strike at 12:01 this morning.
Unionized employees say they're not happy with the health care and the company's final contract offer. Cake's Jordan Shefty live in West Wichita at the picket line. Jordan, how's it going out there? It looks like it's slow going for those cars coming in.
That's right, Mike. More and more workers just keep continuing to arrive. These are all union members out here protesting, picketing with signs. They've got bells that they're blowing. They've been out here. I talked to one man who said that they were out here at 10 o'clock last night. So they're approaching 7.5 hours out here in the cold, trying to get their message across that the proposed offer just isn't going to stand. The proposed offer was for a 1% or no increase for the first year, but a 1% pay increase every year after that. The pension was still included, but there were increased prices to health care. That's what these union members are opposing at this time. And come take a look at this. The traffic is backing up down the street. It's probably 30 to 40 cars deep at this time. The reason the union members are counting the seconds that these cars have to stand here. Take a look at this. This is a timer. He's counting down 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds, another car gets to go through, but not before they get their message across. Union members say that they hope to up that time to 1 minute eventually. For now, live in West Wichita, Jordan Shefty, Cake News.
All right, thank you, Jordan.